60. You Abyssal, then win run. At least you still got him. Oracle first, then Sanking, then Slark. Oh, this is great. I honestly have no idea how you end up losing this game, Snowy. If you like our content, please do like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to click the notification button below so you will be notified when a new video will be released. Your build is okay. Another good build is like you go 3 branches and 1 Fairy Fire, so you have like that outplay potential on your opponent, which is really good. You can like bait your opponent in Fairy Fire and just like kill them kind of. Then yeah, you have a Chen in your lane. You just kind of, you're playing against a Sanking.
I've played against Sanking a lot.
That's good because Anti-Mage owns Sanking a lot.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of playing for the farm first, which is really good because the Sanking is not walking into the lane anyway. You don't have to chase them down. This is really, really good. You got your Wraith Band. Oh, they got the deny, unfortunately. Sad. So in these situations, like, you don't want to bring this creep wave into the tower. You want to hold the creep wave in front of your tower so it doesn't, the lane doesn't push back into your opponent. Okay? Like, yeah. Don't bring this creep wave into the tower, especially when you know the next creep wave is coming right now.
Should I have tanked it? Yeah,
you should have tanked it. You should have tanked it up here, like ran around and then wait for this creep wave to meet, so that way you have the wave stuck here.
Yeah.
And that's where exactly where you want the wave, so you can chase down the Sanking later. Their Chen's getting gone on, and you know what? This doesn't matter. he messed up if he's getting gone on by 2 heroes. It really doesn't matter. Like at this point, you just want to continue like denying creeps and farming because the offlaner and the support is not getting anything, right? If they are chasing your Chen, you just have to accept that your Chen either dies or like he lives, and it's really good for you. Okay. So the Sanking is playing like very, you know, far back and scared. I don't really see any real opportunities for you to just chase him down and like burn all his mana. If ever he walks up too far, you should try to like at some point just try to trade some of your HP to remove all his mana. Oh, you just gotta be a bit more better at like getting these assets too. So here in this situation, when he walks up like this, right? And there's 1 creep left, it's okay for you to ignore that creep and just like go in front of the Sanking and burn all his mana. Just do that one time. You know? Because if you
we talked about this in the last coaching session.
Right. So here, instead of like contesting for this creep, you should run past this creep, go to him, and burn off all his mana.
Yeah.
Because if you burn off all his mana one time, this Sanking's lane is done already. He cannot do anything.
Some games I do it.
Yeah.
Some I don't.
Right. And because you didn't burn the mana, you see how like you used Sandstorm and got everything after that? That feels so bad, right? Because he just got all those creeps because you didn't already like burn off all his mana just then. Deadly sweet. Because you have a lot of regen and you have a Chen, so like it's worth it for you to just play a little bit aggressive on him on the first chance that you get, where he gets a little bit out of position in the lane. So you're gonna go Ring of Health. Get the courier, really good. Earth Spirit's now top, but you guys don't have any sentries. Oh, there's a sentry down there, okay. Good kill. Now you're just gonna shove the lane out. 7 minutes into the game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Power treads and Ring of Health plus Wraith Band 7 minutes in. This is great. This is absolutely great for you.
Dire's middle tower is under
Now
attack.
you're level 6 as well.
I think my average battle fury time every game is 14 or 15.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good.
But
If you can get it,
on really good games, I get 13.
yeah, that's really good. Regardless.
Like the 13-minute ones, I need to at least get a kill.
Yeah.
If
So
I
at this point, at 9 minutes in, like you don't want to keep denying, because you just want to shove the lane out as fast as you can and just jump into the jungle and push lanes out. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Like push lanes out and jump into the jungle. Like even at like 7.5 minutes in, like once you have these items, like you don't really want to freeze your lane anymore, because you want to maximize your farming speed and stuff like that. Yes. But too bad there's a freaking giant stack here that nobody can kill. And in those situations, you gotta get like your Pango or something to come up here and kill the stack, or the Sanking is gonna kill it.
Yeah.
I think what happens is in this game, Sanking kills the stack and he gets so fat. I'm pretty sure that's what happens in this game. I don't even need to like, yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Look at his net worth. He went from 2.9k to like 3.4k just farming that stack, and that Chen is the one who farmed that shit. Or who stacked that shit.
Yeah.
So that was actually a super throw on Chen's end there. Like if you see a stack like that and you can't farm it, you have to tell your mid laner to come there and clear that stack right away.
Yeah, okay.
So you just kind of fight with your team. Now you got another item. It's coming out to you. You're just focusing on jungling. You farmed the lane because it was right in front of you anyway. And this is a 13-minute battle for you. Nice. That's so good. Really, really good. 13-minute battle for you. And you shove the lane out. So you're pretty much like defending the safe lane while also farming everything, which is nice. Okay, so here, I think this is the first time you made a really bad like farming pattern call, because you have Battle Fury already, right? But you have two decisions to make. You can either stay here, wait for this wave to come all the way here and farm this, or you could have gone right and farmed 2 camps plus already here before this wave even hits here.
Yeah, and now I could have gone mid from the jungle.
You could have farmed everything, right? Like once you have Battle Fury, you don't want to be showing up in lanes anymore. Right? Because it's not worth it for you. You should be farming every single creep camp like every minute by now.
Okay.
Okay, so here you should have already been here. Farm this, farm this, farm this. Go middle if too many people are there, and then maybe you can even drop a mana void in a fight here if you want to, which is fine. Okay, so your Chen actually TPs you bottom. Kind of scary for you to fight against all these really strong heroes.
I didn't consent to the TP.
Yeah, I know.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, so you actually lost like a lot of farming time, you know, because of that one fight that just happened here.
Dire's bottom tower.
Jungle, push a lane, jungle, really good. Good farming pattern. And you
Oh, I
TP
should
back top.
try-
Why did you TP back top?
Yeah, because I saw 3 range creeps.
Oh, okay.
Or-
Okay,
so I
okay.
didn't need to.
Yeah, I think it's okay to just let your Chen there and let your Chen farm, so you can farm the Ancients, you know, and make your way bottom and play with your Earth Spear bottom. Right?
Yeah.
Because you need to try and take this tower somehow. You know? And
Yeah.
the only way to take bottom tower is if you split push. So 2 things happen as an anti-mage. Right? You go bottom with your Earth Spear, you try to kill this guy. And your opponent reacts and they bring everyone bottom. And then now you can just go back into your jungle and farm everything. Right?
Yeah.
Or your opponents make a play top, they try to take top tower or mid tower, and then you get a free tower bottom. Right?
Yeah.
Regardless, it's good. But when you TP top, all you did was farm this camp, but now you can't really do anything after that.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing next? Are you going to go for this tower top? You need to bring a lot of heroes then, if you're going to do that. But if you go bottom, then you can at least kick this Slark out of the lane with the Earth Spear, and you can also, like, you know, pressure bottom tower, probably.
Yeah.
Because you can see on the minimap, like, you guys have no pressure on any of the tier 1 towers, and it's already 17 minutes in the game.
Mm.
So it feels like a little bit bad that, like, you know, they're just,
Oh,
they can just do whatever they want. Are you okay?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm choking on.
Dire's
Are you choking on
top
water?
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it happens. It goes down the wrong pipe. So now you made your way bottom, you have NS covering you, which is really, really good. This is exactly what you guys needed. You took the tower now. If you could have done this like at 15 minutes, it would have been even better, you know? Because then you would have had all of this area opened up for you to farm. Dude, you're so fat. You already have Manta. 18 minutes in the game. Let's see what happens. What decisions you made that lost you this game. So you see how here you make a little bit of a mistake, right? You can see on the minimap everybody's bottom.
Yeah.
So what should you be doing right
Keep
now?
pushing the tower. The tier one.
Exactly. Exactly. You already have Manta. Okay?
Yeah.
And your opponents are all bottom. You should be applying pressure on the other side as hard as you can.
Actually, I can find all these mistakes when I watch replay, but I can't do them in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's like you kind of need to realize for yourself and, like, you know, understand that. And when I'm taking this tower though, if I'm hitting this tower, I would actually stay on strength treads and also van brace on strength van brace too.
Okay. In
So
case they jump.
Yeah, in case they jump you, so you don't die.
Resistance.
Right. But in reality, like, if your opponents go off the map like this though, all of a sudden, like, you should count to like 2 and then you should blink out right away. Because it takes 3 seconds for someone to TP on the tier 1 tower.
Okay.
Right? So if people go off the map for like more than 2 seconds, then you should instantly blink out. That way you're like constantly making your opponents like run around the map, and you're giving space to your allies by doing so.
Okay.
Okay? But if you were here and you're hitting this, maybe this tower's down to like 200 HP already by now when you blink out. And you're actually forcing your opponents to TP here, and if your opponents TP here, what do? You already farm your way back down to bottom, and you start split pushing bottom.
Okay.
And then, by doing that, you're just going to keep getting more farmed, and you're just going to buy yourself time until you get to your Abyssal Blade.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I was watching a stream. Someone was playing AM. They didn't go Abyssal after.
Manta? Okay.
They went EOS.
They went what?
I was Scuddy.
Yeah, okay. Yes, there's some people who do that. I think it's okay in some games, but I really don't like it as much as I like Abyssal Blade.
Okay.
Because of the solo kill potential Abyssal Blade gives you.
Okay.
So Scotty is good against heroes like where in games where you feel like you're gonna get bursted and you can't actually pick off anyone.
Yeah.
But I think Abyssal is still like a much better item. Okay, so you see how like you enter this team fight? This is really bad.
Very bad.
This is very bad. It's not even that you blinked on him, right? First of all, you see that there's nobody on the map.
Yeah.
Right? You only see heroes mid. That means there's probably 5 heroes mid, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, Anti-Mage is not a 5v5 fighter.
Yeah.
Okay? The only time that you're going in on Anti-Mage is because your team started a fight and you're gonna jump someone that doesn't expect you to jump on them.
Yeah.
Right? So here, what happens is Earth Spirit starts the fight with a stun and you follow up instantly. But it should always be your teammates starting the fight and then you going in after that if you're fighting 5v5. Okay? So what do you think should be happening here instead right now?
Earth Spirit goes in, Pengo. We shouldn't have even fought because Pengo is dead.
Yes, that's number 1. Number 2, if your teammates wants to defend this, where should you be right now?
Wrapping around.
Yes, exactly. So you need to ingrain that into your mind that whenever you're playing AM, like even in carries in general, like unless you're so strong with like a BKB or something, you're not starting the fight for your team.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to wrap around. You need to get here. You need to farm this, and if your opponents do nothing, perfect. Now, if your opponents jump somebody on your team, then you jump in and you kill someone like Oracle from the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so bait your allies. Bait your allies way more. You kill this Oracle, great, but you gave your opponents all the best chance for them to catch you now. Because when you were split pushing, by the way, they could not fight. They could not kill you. When you were split pushing, they could never kill you. But you came to them instead.
Something else I could have done is blink my way top and then get the tier 1.
You could, but that's really far away from your team, right?
Yeah.
That means if they jump mid, then the fight's over. Like, you need to tell your team to give up the mid tower then. If you're blinking your way top, okay? But if you blink your way bottom over here, you kill this creep, and maybe you kill creep, then you can still enter the team fight from the back.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? So let's say, like, I'm gonna draw like a line for you. So let's say your opponents are here, right? Then you know what you do? You play like this, you know? You play like some annoying angle where you're like behind them. And you force them to either come into you or commit to your team, and then you come in from the back. So you see how like this fight just this is probably the game-changing fight, you know?
Now, would you say the game would be easier if Night Stalker was on the second bottom network?
If Night Stalker was what?
Was second bottom network.
Yeah, he's like the weakest hero, right? It's okay. I think you could have 100% carried this game all by yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think we care about NS what he's doing, but I think like what matters is, you know, that you could have actually carried this game, right? Like if you have Manta and Battlefield at 80 minutes, I fully expect you to carry this game.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what we're looking at. Like we're looking at like how can we carry this game by ourselves? So yeah, you pop Manta, you keep going, your teammates are getting jumped, you can't really help them because your cores are dead. This is a good split push. You go back top, you see the Slark I think for a second, you jump out. Yeah, Basher now, nice. So here, like this is a perfect example of when like as soon as you see Slark top and another hero top, you need to TP bottom. And you need to start shoving this already here. Because if you don't shove this already here, that means that your opponents can easily just go into Roshan. Or chase you in your jungle. You need to be much quicker, you know?
Okay.
Like if you bring 3 heroes or 4 heroes to one side of the map, you need to already go to the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Because you can see how like from the time that Slark showed here, your creep wave is still here. Right? And look at the minimap. You guys are so fucking scared now. You guys are so scared on this map.
Everyone's in the triangle.
Yeah, everyone's in the triangle. The waves are not showing anything. And now your opponent is probably just doing Roshan. To be honest. They should just do Roshan. Right? And if the Slark gets Aegis, the game is really hard.
Dire are scanning.
Okay. So here, like, you farm bottom, right? And your teammates are hit down here.
Dire are
The
scanning.
best thing for you to do is still keep going bottom, right? Like, play the best way for you to not die. Like, if you feel scared, don't actually go back to, you know, some areas where your opponents could possibly be. Because if the Slark is here, where do you think your opponents are? And your team is here, where do you think they are?
Backing up slot.
Yeah, they're probably here, right? In this area. So their furthest path from you is probably down here. So you should just continue to keep pushing bottom and make them come back and react to your pressure. But what happens is when you ran back to like this jungle, you actually gave them a chance to kill you. And you're not applying any pressure on the map anymore. Right? So even if heroes are here, it's fine. Just go here, kill the wave. If you want, you can drop Manta into the wave. And if you want to live or you want to make it hard for your opponents to kill you, play along the tree line, right? Because if you play next to the trees like this, like they can't see you. Or you might see them first and you might just be able to blink out. Okay? So you like kind of go back in here and then you get caught by their smoke and you die. And now your team is useless pretty much. Because what you should be doing is like, you know their 5v5 is stronger than yours right now. because you made a few mistakes or they're too strong, you just need to keep split pushing until you finish your Abyssal Blade. Okay? So, especially when you get Manta style, the best thing to do is keep on pushing lanes out. Keep pushing lanes out. You can even use your Manta to push a lane out if you need to, and make your opponent react to the pressure. So you can keep on like getting information where your opponent is and try to farm on the opposite side of the map. And then once you get Abyssal Blade, now whoever tries to stop your split push, you can just solo kill them.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under Dire's
So you split push top, and here you're gonna bring somebody back top lane all by yourself pretty much.
top tower is under
And
attack.
this is good. You blink out. Great. You get out. You TP. You almost have Abyssal now. So you see like here, for example, they chase you top. What should you do? You should TP bottom. Or TP to your base, whatever heal. TP bottom. And then start blinking back bottom and start shoving this lane out bottom. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what you should do. Like, you don't even care about these neutrals right now. If like, you don't have to, right? You need to start getting back to the other lane so you can start split pushing again. And make your opponents keep reacting. Buying your team more time, buying yourself more time, and still putting pressure on the map.
Falling to the Dire's top tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower. Radiant's
And
bottom
also,
tower
like,
is
in these
falling.
situations when your teammates are kind of dying a lot, you can tell them, guys, just defend the high ground. You know? Because you're going to be applying pressure on the other lanes. If your team doesn't die and they defend the high ground, you will, like, decrease how much your opponent gets in gold and such. And then, once you get your Abyssal, boom. It's on, you know? You're going to actually carry the game.
Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Like, it's kind of bad because it took you, like, what, 10 minutes to finish Abyssal Blade in this game? Right? You had, like, 19 or 18-minute Manta style. So, you know, the mistakes you made, like, when you died, it kind of really set you back in this game. But if you really focused hard on not dying and just finishing your Abyssal Blade first, then you would have, like, had this Abyssal, you know, I think 4 minutes earlier, and you would have been destroying this game.
Yeah.
You would have actually
But
solo
There
carried.
was 2 deaths. The 2
Radiant's
mistakes.
bottom tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
2 deaths, but also like not really applying enough pressure on the side lanes to make your opponents react. Like, you did it, but you need to do it more aggressively. And you need to use your Manta styles to like push out lanes as well.
Yeah.
Okay? So here, there's a very good example of a fight where okay, so Stark has Aegis, and you see Oracle, right? And there's a Sanking here top. What do you think is the best course of action? Do you think you jump these guys, or do you go top lane and try to jump the Sanking?
Sanking.
You have Night Stalker dead too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're playing anti-mage, you really want to try to like catch these guys who are playing by themselves.
Solo people.
Sorry?
Solo kills.
Yeah, solo kills, pretty much. Or like, even if one of your teammates TP here, it's amazing, right? If you blink on this guy, you Abyssal Manta split, and someone stuns him, he's dead in 1 mana void.
Okay. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
This fight was still okay because this Kunkka, like, he really messed up his torrent and boat. But it's not a bad go on Oracle regardless. So in my opinion, like, in these situations, if a fight like this happens after you get Abyssal, you actually won this game. I don't think your opponent should have any chance of like coming back. Amazing. You see what happens as soon as you get your Abyssal Blade?
Yeah.
You just jump the Oracle, you Abyssal him, you Manta Split, you killed him, right? And then the fight just blows up. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
It's great. This is freaking great. And then you're going for a BKB next item. Because they have a lot of stuns, I guess. You know what? I'm okay with the BKB. I guess I'm okay. You know what? Honestly though, I think better than BKB this game is probably like Scotty and like Butterfly. I think I like Scotty and Butterfly better because this guy is gonna have a hard time buying MKB, right?
Yeah. Because
So,
he just won his special.
right. And Butterfly would
Where
just
he-
own him
where-
super hard at that point. And no one else is. I mean, I guess the thing is the Wind Ranger has like Monkey King bar.
Yeah, but I can Abyssal Wind Ranger and she's dead.
No, you can't, because if she uses Wind Run and then you Abyssal her in Wind Run, it's really bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's fine. You just go BKB. It's okay. It's actually okay. Just go BKB. It's fine.
What do
I
you
think-
think of Butterfly Rush after Abyssal?
No. I think in this game, actually, now that I think about it, I thought really hard about it. The best build might even be BKB straight into a Rapier.
Oh,
You know why you go Rapier?
no.
For the piercing of the evasion on the Wind Ranger,
Oh yeah.
right? You can go like MKB, which is fine, but you can also just go Rapier if you feel like you're no longer dying and you need to like actually win the game, right? Because that way, when you blink in Abyssal Oracle, he's gonna die in like 3 hits to a Rapier, right? And then later you can also kill the Wind Ranger or something.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel comfortable to buy Rapier, just go MKB, because you do need MKB to actually kill Wind Ranger.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go back here. Let's see what happens this fight. But I think you still want to continue split pushing. They actually jump your teammate first though. You go in, you Abyssal, you kill the Oracle, but then you get stunned up. And you just die. Sag. So here it's like, again, same thing. You're not taking a fight against one hero who's by himself, and you're so close to your BKB, but you took the fight anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So you kind of just threw the game right now. Because even if your NS dies, it's fine. If you're already split pushing bottom and you're forcing your opponent to react, you can always delay the game as much as you can as an anti-mage.
Yeah.
You just need to stop taking these like 5v5 fights where, yeah, like your opponent can just turn around and kill you. And I don't know what your opponent is doing, but they should have walked straight into the high ground while you're dead for 90 seconds and took your axe. Because I'm sure you can do that move if you had a BKB already. See? You Abyssal, then Wind Run. At least you still got him. Oracle first, then Sanking, then Slark. Oh, this is great. I honestly have no idea how you end up losing this game, Snowy. Maybe it might even just be because of the Scotty, you know? Because you don't have that way to pierce through evasion in this game. Princess Knife for the Hex. Cool.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Got a DD now.
Dire are scanning.
Here I would 100% ask for my teammate to smoke.
Yeah.
Someone should have
to go. I told them I wanted to go because I had DD.
You have a Scotty. So here, this would be a perfect example of if you had an MKB or a Rapier right now, you could just Abyssal this Wind Ranger and kill her.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe MKB.
Yeah, MKB or something like that would have been sick. And here, like, you go on this guy, and this, in my opinion, is a huge mistake. Do you know why this is a huge mistake?
Why? Oh, Oracle. I don't see Oracle.
You don't see Oracle, and the damage dealers are actually killing your team.
Yeah.
Right? Kunkka is probably the worst person that you could jump, I think. He has a Ghost Scepter, he's tanky, and then he's got an Oracle behind him.
Yeah.
So as soon as your Abyssal Blade got used, like now you feel really, really bad. Oh, Mr. Slarky boy. Too deep.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I honestly have no idea how you lose this game, Snowy. That's crazy. Get an Aegis, you drop it. Or you get it for the treads, really good. You get a Wind Ranger kill, she has no buyback. You go into the high ground. You have Abyssal in 5 seconds.
We actually mega that big. Yeah, when he mega the
Yeah.
I don't know, it's still lost.
Radiant's bottom barracks. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Jesus. That's a lot of damage. Nice.
Radiant's top tower is falling. Radiant's top
Maybe
barracks are
I should
under
have
attack.
died.
You get the Oracle, that's a dieback. Then you die. You got Megas. Interesting. Alright, I'll just watch the end of this game just because I want to see what happens. So, your Tango died all by himself. The Slark has like a bunch of stacks, 165 agility. Oh, that's gotta feel bad.
Dire's middle
You don't have buyback. Oh, you try to buy your butterfly. That's why you don't have buyback.
Oh no, but I do have buyback here.
Now you have buyback because you killed him, right? Yeah. And the winner just buys back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yikes. Yikes. No Manta. GG. That's so sad, Snowy.
Yeah.
That's how you lost this game. It's okay. Alright. It happens sometimes. But you can see there's a lot of things that you could
I
do
don't
way
think
better.
I was slotted enough.
You were not what?
I didn't have enough items.
No, you had plenty of items. I think you just like didn't play with your items properly. Right? Because like
Just
in this,
wrong items.
no, I think you got good items. I think the Scotty is pretty much the only item that like I don't think is worth it. I think you needed like an MKB or a butterfly or something.
Yeah.
Right? Because you already have BKB. That's your defensive item. Your Manta, your Abyssal all gives you some strength, some stats anyway. You need like a butterfly or you need like an MKB in this game. Okay? Secondly, I think the biggest factor is you had like a 19-minute Manta, but your Abyssal came at 29 minutes. And that's because you're not split pushing the side lanes enough. And you're not applying enough pressure onto your opponents by yourself on the side lanes and forcing them back. Like how you want to play with AM is you don't want to fight them 5v5, you want to always split push them and make them chase you around the map.
Yeah.
Because when they chase you around the map, you're winning the game. Okay?
Yeah.
So every time they group up somewhere, try to ignore them, try to split push on your own and tell your team like, guys, don't die, just push out the lanes and like let them come back and defend.
Yeah.
And then when somebody defends, that's the time you can think about TPing to your allies and fighting something if you want. Okay?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is another game where you have a Chen, so Chen can easily just TP you as well if you need to join a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. I think, I mean, again, your farming patterns generally are pretty good, but you just have to think a lot more about getting these lanes, side lanes pushed out and forcing creeps to go into the tier 2s and like making your opponent react. And like thinking about these.
I'm not putting enough pressure. I'm playing too safe.
Yeah, you are. You need to think like who can kill you, and then if those heroes are showing on the map, you should not be afraid of anything.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, and when people go off the map, always count to 2 and then blink out. Because again, it takes them 3 seconds to TP to a tower. So you always have that 2 extra seconds after they get off the map.
Yeah.
Alright? And then after you get your Abyssal Blade, just keep pushing the side lanes again, and this time you have kill potential on anybody who shows up. Like, you don't want to be the one starting a fight, honestly, with the anti-mage. Unless you're so strong and you know that they're alone there. Right? Like, let others start the fight and then you go in when you see the right target that you want to jump.